Okay, we're set.
Cool. Well, welcome everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? As Ed told you, I am Paul Hansen, and along with Ed, we welcome you to our webcast with Legacy Builders Group, Creating Generational Wealth. Really what we want to talk to you tonight about is money, since that's the usual scorecard relating to legacy. And, I truly understand that money isn't everything, but I think Rita Davenport said it best and put it in the proper perspective when she said, money isn't everything, but it's right up there with oxygen. So to begin, just not to bore you, but so you know who we are and who you're talking to here, or who you're listening to, I should say. I've been in business majority of my life, everything from running an automobile dealership to real estate, financial markets, and investing. I've owned and operated multiple businesses, and I've been involved in direct sales and network marketing for 30 plus years. And my co-host, Ed Anderson, is retired stockbroker, and after retirement has spent his years in network marketing. So our vision and our focus is to bring an awareness and an understanding to the idea of legacy creation through what we have discovered within our business and pass this on to our members and associates. So first and foremost, we all create our own legacy. And so we want to show you some ways to build yours. Now, I realize that the idea of legacy creation is a big idea, and we want to show you more than one way to accomplish exactly that for you and your family or your significant others. See, no one gets excited by small things or small ideas. And what we want to share with you can literally change your fortune and potentially open your eyes to a whole new world that very few really know about. So how do we build your legacy? Well, there's a few things to consider. First and foremost, a legacy is built now and experienced later. Remember that your last name is always bigger than your first. And this is important. What you make happen for others, it has a much greater impact than what you make happen for yourself. And also remember how you started, but focus on how you're going to finish. So actually tonight, I want to show you how to assure yourself a way to acquire and participate in a very lucrative market. How the rich and the well-connected have used this secret for years, and how we will help you to a success that you desire through our unique and friendly marketing plan. See, we want to answer these questions that you probably already have swirling around in your head. First and foremost, is it simple? Does it work? Very important one, will I get assistance? And can I do it? Now, I realize these are pretty rudimentary questions, so you may have a lot more that come to mind, especially as we go through the information that I'm going to share with you tonight. So please write them down or put them into the Q&A so that we can answer those as when we finish here tonight. So what are we talking about? Well, it's an age-old commodity that's been around for thousands of years. It's something that has been immortalized through the ages and sought after by kings, world leaders, and the wealthy. It's gold and silver in today's market. So many of you probably recognize this name here, Robert Kiyosaki of Rich Dad, Poor Dad fame. Robert made this statement some time ago when he said, gold and silver is God's money. It's money made by God. And then in 1971, the US government under President Nixon took God's money and turned it into man-made money. I've got a short video clip here where Robert is talking to a young millennial on exactly why buy gold and silver.
There's three kinds of money today that you guys got to be aware of. One is God's money, and God's money is gold and silver. So this is silver, and this is gold. The reason I brought it is most people don't know what it looks like. And then there's government money, which is fiat currency, which is the dollar, the yen, the peso, the euro, the yuan. Fake. and everybody's working hard for it. It's like eating fake food or drinking fake water. That's why people are getting sick financially, because they're working for fake money.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's fake assets, which was another part of the fake millennial, the fake generation series. But the reason I brought this here is most people haven't seen it. This here is real silver, plata. Okay. That's what it looks like. And so in 1972, and this here is gold.
Yeah.
This is God's money. This is what God's money looks like.
Yeah.
The reason I call it God's money is you can't fake it. You know, you can fake it with a fake ETF, like a gold ETF or a silver, which I don't touch because it smells as bad as the guys that printed that crap. You know what I mean? Jesus. But this is real money. So you look at this here. When I first started buying that, that was $1.40.
Yeah.
Today, that's $16. And this here is oro, gold. And the reason we brought it in is most people haven't seen or touched. This is real. This is God's money.
Yeah.
Why did I say it's God's money? Because it was here when the earth was created.
Yeah.
And it'll be here when we're all dead and gone. When you're saving those fake dollars, this will still be here.
Yeah.
Or those fake ETFs or those fake stocks. So this here is called the green box. There's 500 of these little tubes like this.
Wow.
500 coins in here. And this is one, which is worth more.
Which one's worth more? The gold.
Yeah, this is worth more than all that.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I say this is because for your generation, this could be the biggest opportunity you'll ever see. I'm not making any commissions on this stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But if you look at what happened with the fake central bank, see, the purpose of the central bank or the Fed or all, you know, the Japanese, the Bank of Japan, or the European Central Bank, they pump out fake money. The purpose of central banks like the Fed is to protect the banks, not you. They're a criminal operation as far as I'm concerned. You're going to find that most of my talks is about the Fed. So I would recommend you guys buy this stuff.
Yeah.
Don't save money. Don't save government money, because they're corrupt as hell, as you know.
Yeah.
Save God's money.
So to follow that up, this was what you see here is a market roundup from 2020. And it examined several asset classes in both equities and commodities. And you'll see silver and gold up at the top, silver returning 47.4% and gold 24.6%, eclipsing just all the equities and all the other commodities that are in that list. Now, full transparency here, we are missing an asset class in this market roundup, and that happens to be cryptocurrency. Now, if some of you own cryptocurrency, certainly I do, you'll notice that cryptocurrency had quite a run up in 2020. But if you followed it into 2021, you'll also notice that it's lost 50% of its value right now, in some cases even more, depending on what currency you have. So what this tells us is that the buying power of silver and gold still remains constant, and as it has for thousands of years. So what we want to do is introduce you to our company. It's 7K Metals, and of course the 7K wealth strategies that go right along with it. Now, one of the things that is very revolutionary that the 7K Metals put together is called the Sound Money Wallet. And I've got a short video clip here that explains the Sound Money Wallet, just gives you a quick overview, and then I'll give you some more details on it as well. So in addition to what you actually get with the Sound Money wallet is a private box. It's 100% insured by Lloyd's of London. It also includes military grade security, inventory management, movement tracking, electronic visibility, and free monthly storage. Now, these are all part of the member benefits that come with 7K and the Sound Money wallet. Now, this is truly the new age of precious metals, and it's 100% backed by physical inventory. So if you decide to take physical delivery, we'll send it to you. And Ed, I think you had some comments and actually a good analogy on the Sound Money wallet.
Yeah. This is a very important member benefit, very important. And that's why we led with this. As you discuss with people that you know about buying gold and silver, invariably, I can't think of a single time that people haven't asked me, well, how do I sell it if I decide to get involved? How do I liquidate the gold and silver if I happen to need it? That's on their mind, and that's a real fair question. So this whole system, the Sound Money wallet, has eliminated that problem. When you watch that short video, that minute video that we just watched, the important word was instant. Instantly convert cash to gold, instantly convert cash to silver, silver to gold, gold to silver, and you can even move it to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. So it's no minimums, no maximums, and it's instant. This is really a sweet deal. This is the problem solved because of what we're doing at 7K Metals. And the sexy thing about it that I kind of get a kick out of, and we're joking about it, but it's I've always wanted to have a numbered Swiss account, where you could act like a big shot, and this has no minimums. And so we can do that with this, except for it's in Idaho. And so this is really an important deal. I can't emphasize that. It's really important.
Absolutely. It's really where gold and silver has entered the digital age, and this is just an industry breakthrough. It really gives you the power without zero hassles, zero headaches. And look, you can buy it, store it, trade it, cash it out, and actually transfer member to member, no fees. I mean,
in fact,
great.
One of the members just bought 2 Mercedes-Benz with it.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Just directly from the Sound Money wallet.
Yep. Awesome tool this is. Anyway, so what we say is Sound Money is how we take back our future. And it's really revealed in what we're experiencing right now: higher costs, financial pressures. It's on everybody's shoulders. And this quick video really emphasizes that.
Let me ask you a question. Are you working harder for your money just to cover the basics, but your money just doesn't seem to go as far? Look, it's not just you, and you're not alone. Higher costs and added financial pressures on families today are causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt on a large scale. In fact, as of May 2017, 44% of Americans said they could not cover a $400 emergency expense, and they'd have to rely on credit cards, selling something, or borrowing the money if such an event arose. So the question is, what's happening with your money? Look, it's in the numbers. In 1913, the Federal Reserve was created. In 2013, your dollar bill's buying power has been reduced to 5 cents. The dollar has lost around 96% of its value since the Federal Reserve was created in 1913. Look, here's how it hits you at home. This is the price increases from 2000 to 2018. If you eat food at home, the price of eating food has gone up by 43%, 59% if you eat out. You have to heat your home, your heat sources have gone up 99%. Car insurance, this is mandatory stuff, things you have to have. 90%, 97% increase in car insurance. Water and sewer, 133%. How many of you have loved ones that you would love to see go to college, either your children or your grandchildren, and yet their college tuition has gone up by 151% since 2000? Now let me ask you this. Are medical costs going to increase or decrease the older we get and the longer we live? They're only going to increase, and it's going to cost much, much more. In fact, from 2018, your medical care expenses have gone up by 97%. So, do you mind if we show you the case for sound money? Don't worry. It's just a fancy name for gold and silver. In fact, gold and silver is one of the secrets the wealthy have used for ages to amass and protect their wealth. In fact, governments and financial institutions know and use the secret, and they are the largest holders of gold and silver in the world today.
So in addition to that, these are 5 excellent reasons for sound money. So first and foremost, of course, is hedge against poor government decisions and potential economic collapse. And then there's wealth accumulation and wealth protection, also gives you a way to diversify your portfolio. And then, of course, we can talk about coin collecting as well. So Ed, I think you want to put an emphasis on a couple of these, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I think number 2 and 3, they kind of go hand in glove. And I don't know about everybody else, but I can tell you, this whole subject of inflation really aggravates me big time. And, you know, people work their you-know-what off to accumulate capital, to earn a good living, and to take care of their families and live the good life. And maybe they want to start thinking in terms of building a legacy. And they decide that, good common sense, that they need $500,000 more or $1 million or whatever it might be to if they happen to pass, take care of the legacy and be able to pass that wealth to the next generation, or maybe to a cause. Everybody has different ways of looking at it. So you work your you-know-what off and you accumulate money and you're doing a good job. And that inflation comes in and just absolutely robs you. It's a thief. It is an absolute thief. I mean, think about what they just presented on this, on that video there with respect to the cost of automobiles, the cost of insurance, the cost of food, the cost of lumber, etc. It's just really, you got to do something about it. And the textbook answer to it is what? Gold and silver. So that's what this is the topic. This is the topic.
It remains the staying power, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So a little bit more on exactly what 7K Metals is all about. And we say it's built to last, and there's some reasons why we say that. First and foremost, we have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. We are an NGC authorized dealer. That stands for Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, which you see their logo right up here. We'll talk about that a little bit later on as well. Vaults are insured by the best, Lloyd's of London. Our co-founder is billionaire Roger Ball, started a company you've probably heard of called Melaleuca. Our company has 0 debt. It's beginning its 5th year in business and just built a new home office in Idaho Falls. We ship using FedEx, and we use the Plaid network to connect to banks. And this is the same one that Venmo uses to keep your data private. So as a quick overview, we have to, one of the things we talk about is we think of 7K Metals as a premier membership. Everybody's familiar with a Costco or Sam's Club, right? Only that with 7K Metals, it is for those people who want to buy gold and silver. And many of our members just buy the annual membership for the membership benefits and never tell another person, because there is so many benefits that you'll soon see in just the straight membership here. And one of the more important things, of course, is you're not buying anything. You're actually transferring wealth from a declining fiat paper dollar to appreciating assets. And of course, as Robert Kiyosaki had reminded us, gold and silver is God's money. It's been used for 6,000 plus years and has eternal properties that cannot be duplicated or faked. And Ed, I know you wanted to put an exclamation point on one of these, right?
Yeah, the term transferring wealth is the font is in gold for a reason. You basically have accumulated capital, and it's sitting someplace. It's in some investment class. It's in stocks and bonds. It's in real estate. It's maybe in passbook, savings account of some sort. Who knows? It's all different types of places. And all we're suggesting here is that when you have some money that's available, maybe it's systematically like a few coins every month, or maybe if you have a big amount of a big CD, certificate of deposit, or something that's coming due, or some real estate, that you should consider transferring that wealth or part of it to where? Well, away from paper money to sound money, because that's a good way to start protecting your money, especially in these the direction we're going with respect to inflation and such. And so you're not consuming. There's no buying. There's no consuming. You're just transferring. You're thinking in terms of a stockbroker, and you're redirecting capital from one asset class to another. It's a portfolio balance. That's really what it's about. So
Exactly.
that's what it is.
Exactly. Makes all the sense in the world. So one of the things that we talk about, of course, and this is part of the education within 7K Metals, is the different types of classes of silver. And we kind of lean on silver a lot because it seems to be the most popular of what we move within 7K. So, and the types of silver range from junk silver all the way up to numismatics, okay? We do not deal in junk silver, and these are the dimes and quarters and dollars from 1964 or before. They're actually 90% silver. Some of the nickels from the World War II years are also silver. But what we deal with at 7K Metals is the bullion all the way up to numismatics. Some people will come into 7K just to buy bullion or government struck bullion, okay? And that's fine, because actually that's how I initiated my time with 7K Metals. I actually bought a bunch of Silver Eagles when I first heard about this. This is about 3 years ago. It was fortuitous that when I bought that, because it's more than doubled in valuation now. But beyond that, of course, then we have proofs. These are very low mintage bullion counterparts. They're very rare, and they usually come with a certificate. And then, of course, the numismatics, these are the collectibles. They've been graded, they're protected in a case, they've never been touched by human hands. And to talk about that a little bit more, the numismatic coins, there's literally about 5% of the coins that are struck out there that qualify as an MS-70. So what is a 70? Well, NGC, the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, defines mint state or a proof 70 coin as having no post-production imperfections at 5x magnification. Over on the right here, you see the Sheldon grading scale. The 70, of course, is the perfect coin. This is primarily what 7K Metals deals in. Occasionally, we'll have MS-69s. A few of those are released, but for the majority, it's MS-70s. To give you an example of the valuation on particular MS-70 coins, it's like, as you're reading here, like fine wine. It has the ability to go far above the spot price of silver. Lower left here, you see Silver Marvel Black Panther. This is a 1 ounce silver coin, okay? This was put up for sale on eBay for $2,200. Now, I don't know what it sold for, but it was probably at or near that price. So, but I do know the one that you see up here on the upper right is 1999 Silver Eagle. And it was actually offered on eBay for $11,700, and I know it probably sold at that, maybe even above it if it was on bid.
It's just not the spot price, is it?
No, it's far above the spot price for an ounce of silver. Spot price on silver right now, I think, is about 26. So give you an idea what a graded coin can bring. Now, the 1999 MS-70, just to give you a reference point, has sold for as high as $19,000. And because it's the rarity, it's the story, and it's the artwork. that's more valuable than the actual raw silver. It's really art, okay? One of the things we're very proud of is our collaboration with Miles Standish. Now, Miles, if you don't know who he is, he's one of the 10 most recognized numismatists in the world today. He's also vice president of the NGC, and he has designed coins exclusively for 7K metals. You'll see one of them here, which is the Miss Liberty coin series that he did for us. To give you an example of some of what he has done, this is a Miss Liberty coin. This was a 1 ounce silver coin that was sold to members for about $200 a year ago, a little over a year ago, I think it was. And this was recently put up for sale on eBay for $795. Now, I don't know what it sold for, but it was probably
So
at
Paul,
or near that.
are you saying that somebody that bought this
Yes.
paid $200 about a year,
Yeah.
a little bit over a year ago,
Yeah.
and it was made available to 7K members because we're working with
The
Miles
mint.
Standish.
Yeah, we're working with Miles Standish. Yeah.
$200, and they're selling it for $795 or thereabouts right now.
Yep. That's what we don't know exactly what it sold for, but probably at or near that price.
So that's a pretty good rate of return, right?
It's amazing rate of return.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Is that-
Think about
is
doing
better
that
than
when,
is that better than Passbook?
yeah, think about doing that in the stock market. Everybody'd be elated,
that'd
right?
be good. That'd
Yeah.
be good.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that's hard to, I guess, display for you here with a bunch of slides on these coins is what we call a three-dimensional relief. And one of the new Miles Standish series that's coming out here, well, just released July 4th. We started with the first coin, it was a 1/2 ounce coin called the Ben Franklin the Writer. And that coin is just out. Now, what you see pictured here is a 1 ounce, a 2 ounce, and a 5 ounce coin, which will be coming much later on in the series. So anybody who's listening to me tonight can actually get in on this and be able to purchase this series for themselves. Now, the reason I'm going to show you a short clip here, and the reason why I'm doing this is to hopefully show you a little bit about the quality and the three-dimensional relief that's put into these coins. It's
Really
absolutely stunning.
Looks like a sculptor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
An American icon, an American hero, an American life. Introducing a brand new Miles Standish design coin series. An American life, only from 7K.
So in addition to that, now to follow that up with another remarkable coin. Now this is from one of the mints that we deal with called CIT Mint. This coin is absolutely breathtaking to see it in person, to see the relief on this, to see the just how it's structured is amazing. This coin is called the Black Panther. This was a 2 ounce coin that was offered to us 7K members for $479. Has a total mintage of 888. That's it for the world. And when it was sold to us, we looked at what some other dealers actually had their hands on, maybe 1 or 2 of these coins, because there's very few out there. Dazzling Coins sold this, the Black Panther, for $989. And now on the bottom here, you'll see TWC, which is a European dealer. They actually sold it for 999 euros, which equates to about $1,200. And once again, this was offered to us for $479.
And all these things are happening at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. They were,
If the night that you were buying this coin on the left for $479, a Dazen coin was offering it for what was the price? I can't remember.
$989.
Yeah, and TWC was offering for almost $1,000.
Well, $1,200 actually,
Yeah.
converting it from euros. Yeah,
So the price of membership is pretty good value right there, right?
yeah, without a doubt. So taking this to, in fact, bringing it back to the Miss Liberty, this is a 2-ounce proof. This is one, again, Miles Standish. This is one of our coins exclusively. It was offered to members for $299. And this had a current market value when I made this slide of $950. I think it's gone up since then. And then over here on the right, you see the Montana American State Animal Series. And this had a purchase price of $139, current market value of $546. So again, some more examples.
Two things before you go on to the to that, if you don't
Okay.
mind, Paul. Just for the edification of people that aren't, can you go back to this?
I think my mouse just died.
Ed
I have to
Mouse?
use the enter. I have
Oh.
to use,
Well,
yeah.
anyway, that state animal series on that butterfly,
Oh, there I can go back.
there you go.
Okay.
There's 50 states, and so every state has an animal that's depicted on that, and they're very low mintage. So that $549, that's a real price. You're going to get to that in a little bit. That came out at purchase price $139. So
Yep.
so so you're going to demonstrate to people where those numbers come from. It's good.
Exactly. Before I do that, I want to show you another series that we just introduced. This was introduced March 15th, Ides of March, and it was the Roman Empire series. And of course, Julius Caesar led that on the Ides of March. That was his day of doom. These coins there was 12 in this series. Each of these
emperors.
coins,
Yeah.
what's that?
12 emperors.
12 emperors. And each of these are only 500 of these coins minted of each of these. So we had the opportunity to buy this coin for $349. Now, when I did this slide, it was $844 market value, and that has gone up, I know. The one on the right, Caesar was followed by Brutus, naturally. And again, purchase price $349, current market value is $633, and I believe that's gone up as well. So what we're talking about here is how, this is the conundrum for the people that buy graded coins, that buy collectibles, is how do I sell it? Where do I go? You had eBay, but then eBay is pretty sketchy most of the time, right? You don't know your buyers, and et cetera. So 7K recognized the problem in the industry and went out to solve it. And they solved it by creating a separate company called Stack and Sell. So what this application does, it allows the people that have graded coins to scan them into a database, so you can actually keep keep tally of all the graded coins that you have. Then if you should decide to sell any of the coins, you can put them up into the marketplace, and buyers will notice what's made available and can bid on it. And if it's accepted, then Stack and Sell authenticates the coin from the seller, making sure that it's valid. And then they communicate between the seller and the buyer so that both parties remain anonymous to one another. It is really, really a gift to the numismatic field. And Ed, you were a beta tester as I was, right?
Yeah, yeah. You
Many
know,
will use it.
this is so important also because I talked earlier very briefly about the Sound Money wallet, how people now have the ability to get instant liquidity with respect to any of the bullion they might have. You know, and this is the answer for graded coins, numismatic coins, because you know, can you imagine listing something on eBay and somebody says, "I'll buy that coin from you. Send me the coin, I'll send you the money." Yeah, right. You know, or vice versa. You send me the money and I'll send you the coin. It's a dance that's been going on. It's very and it's ripe for fraud. It really is. So so now we have a situation that you can list you can list what you're going to scan them into the computer, into your app. And then if you decide that as you accumulate more and more coins, if you decide you want to sell one or more of the coins that you have, you just click on the mouse and say, I'm putting this up for sale, follow the prompts, and all of a sudden, guess what? It's now for sale and it's anonymous. So Stack and Sale performs the function at that point of lining up buyers and sellers. And when it happens, then Stack and Sale will authenticate, make sure that it's the proper coin, just like you advertised. And they can do that because it's barcodes on these coins. They're graded. You know, there's barcodes.
Yep.
And then they send a check. You know, they send a check for you. So this is so sweet. It eliminates all those fears about fraud and creates a market. This is awesome. So buy more coins, stack them up.
Yep, exactly. Stack and sell. It's
Yeah.
the only service of its kind, and it is with 7K Metals, another member benefit. One of the other things too that I want to point out is that 7K Metals is a direct dealer to the US Mint, the CIT Mint, and some other ones too. But these are primarily the two most important that we deal with. And why is it important that we're a direct dealer? Well, you're not dealing with any middleman, and hence you're seeing some of the best prices, which I've already witnessed for you, that we get to to our advantage. You know, we have that advantage of getting direct dealer pricing. And then we also, you know, collaborate with other worldwide mints and numismatists around the world. This is quite a story. See, as the question is stated here, what if I told you that we all made the $1.2 million mistake? Yeah, this is something because I think that had we all been aware of this and had the discipline to deal with it, we probably would have dove right in, right? Listen to this.
The $1.2 million mistake. Take this scenario as an example. Let's say you wanted to purchase a brand new Mustang in 1965. It would have cost you around $2,500 or 2,500 silver coins. Today, the same 2,500 won't get you the car, but the same 2,500 silver coins could buy you 2 cars. As you can see here, while the US dollar has lost its value over time, gold and silver has maintained its purchasing power. So what would have happened if you knew this was going to occur and started purchasing silver? Let me show you. It begins with the MS70 Silver Eagle. MS stands for Mint State. It's a grading system, and an MS70 coin means the coin is in its perfect condition. If you had purchased one of these coins every single month since 1986, you would be sitting on a $1.2 million portfolio. And get this, that $1.2 million portfolio would have only cost you $50,000. That's the $1.2 million mistake.
Better than real estate.
Yeah, better than real estate. How many of you would have had the discipline to buy one of those every month? Maybe if we were aware of it, right? I know I wasn't. So one of the questions you're probably saying is, what's in it for me? Well, hopefully we demonstrated a few of those things to you. And I guess a lot of people come up with this one. It has to be expensive, right? Well, actually, it's not. You can get a standard membership for $199. That's an annual membership. Total value on this is over $400. This is a good start for new people. Comes with top-notch buyer and collectors training. You get 3 months of technology credits. This actually happens to be a phone app. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. And of course, you get 1 gem uncirculated coin as well. You also see here that there's 50 points allocated to that, and I'll describe what that's all about in a little bit, just a bit. Now, there's 2 levels of annual membership with 7K medals. So the premium level is $499 annually, and this has a total value of over $1,100. This is best for business builders who want to make some serious money. With the premium level, you get 2 coins. You get an MS70 variety coin and a silver bullion coin. You also get the training, top-notch buyer and collectors training. You get the technology credits for an entire year. And then, of course, other marketing materials, including strategy books and business cards. And Ed, you wanted to talk a little bit about that, the technology credits and what that entails.
Yeah, that's an awesome tool. Basically, it's a CRM. So
Right.
they've got a CRM, and it's part of the deal. And you can download all your leads from your contact manager into that, and select which ones you want to send out information to, and be able to track who has actually looked at it. You can send an email, or you can send it text. So it's an easy way, because it is a CRM. It's an easy way to keep track of who's looked at it and how long they've looked at it, the videos and such, and get information out and follow up. So it's a really good tool if you happen to be a business builder and you want to get the word out to as many people as possible right out of the box.
Yeah, it's not, what I like about it, it's non-confrontational. You can pull up, your Rolodex right from your cell phone and send somebody a video and say, tell me what you think. And
I should count up. I can't remember how many videos are in there. There's a lot. It's got to be somewhere between
quite a few.
15 or 20 or something.
Right. Yeah. Right. So one of the things that we're most known for is our autosaver program. And the autosaver program has 3 different coins, basically. We have the basic, the variety, and the specialty. The basic is a 7K exclusive collection MS70 Silver Eagle, or a standard MS70 Silver Eagle. All these coins come to your door every month. Now you can choose 1, 2, or all 3 of these. The variety coin, which you've seen one of these demonstrated already, the Morning Cloak Butterfly, that's a U.S. Animal State Series. That is our variety series right now. And these are all MS70 coins, okay? Again, the variety series is at $139, and then we have a new specialty series coming out, just actually rolled out this month, which is a 1/2 gram gold series of the U.S. State Animal Series. So, and that is $179. So those are our auto saver programs. Probably one of the things we're most known for, I'd say.
Coin of the month. Yeah.
Coin of the month. Yep, absolutely. So honestly, I could stop right here, because hopefully at this point, I hopefully shown enough value that even with a standard membership and just, buying and saving what you can earn here for yourself, just in appreciation. But the good news is you can actually earn commissions too. And here's a way to get all your silver for free. This is a good one. Okay. We'll pay you. And there's several ways to earn money. Through memberships and renewals. You saw those 50 and 150 points. Well, those get awarded to you. Depending on, what membership levels are purchased. Monthly autosaver program, 15 to 20 points awarded. Rare coin sales, these are usually what we call our coin drops. They're anywhere from 2 to 50 points. And then we also have some coins on the normal website as well. And then, of course, retail sales. You do get a portion of retail sales if anyone purchases directly from your website. You're given a percentage of those sales as well. Now, every time a new member joins your team or a monthly autosaver coin is ordered from your team, whether you shared it with them or another active associate on your team did, you'll collect points towards a cycle check. And what does that mean? Well, let's dive into the compensation plan here just real quickly. Basically, it's building two teams, left team, right team. And this chart really explains it succinctly. The first level is called associate, okay? To become commission qualified, you do have to bring in one person on your left side, one person on your right side, members, okay? And once you do that, of course, you gathered some points. Now, if they joined with a premium membership, you've gathered 150 points for each of those. Now, one of the things that we do, because this is the only way we advance, or anyone within this compensation plan advances, is to help your new members get to their associate level as well. So we're going to help them find their members, right? So let's say we got the person on our left and the person on our right each get a member, and they also get premium membership. Now we've got 300 points left, 300 points on the right. And of course, you see we get a maximum weekly payout of up to $500. However, there is a threshold payout of $250. Once that's crossed, the company sends you a check for $250. Now, in this example, you would have 50 points left over to go towards your next cycle check. And if you get to another 250 point threshold within that same week, you would get another check, okay? So how you advance within this compensation plan is by helping your new members become an associate. In other words, one on their left, one on their right. Once you do that, you become a copper, and where you have two personal actives on your left, two personal actives on your right, you are now qualified for up to $1,000 maximum weekly payout. To be a bronze, you need two coppers, one on left, one on right, and up to $2,000. And this goes on all the way up to presidential gold for a maximum weekly payout of $12,500. Ed, I know personally, I've seen a lot of compensation plans, and I haven't seen any that's as simple and as easy to make some good money very quickly.
Right. Yeah, I agree. It's really it's simple. It requires effort. You know, if you don't talk to anybody, if you don't share it, obviously it ain't going to happen. But so you get one person on the left, one person on the right. We're assuming the variety pack, and help them get one on the left and one on the right. That's 300 points, and you've crossed 250 points. You got a $250 check coming in your direction. They hold it 1 week in arrears. Yep. And then that's 50 points left over, and that rolls to the next. And so they just keep doing that. As we say in the industry, rinse and repeat, keep doing that. And, when you're making money, and it's a lot easier to show people, so so our goal is we help people do this. I mean, we want people to get a check right away. And so let's start talking to people, right?
It's a win-win all the way around.
Yeah.
One of the things I'll point to you, and we saw, Ed and I both went to the regional convention in Salt Lake City back in May. We saw a number of people at the silver, gold, and even executive gold level on stage. This was in a crowd of 1,000 people in the room. Okay. One of the things I'll point out to you, the gold level is a maximum weekly payout of $7,000. And if we compare it to this, we actually got a much better chance of getting to that $7,000 a week for life, rather than the good old Publishers Clearinghouse, which I've never seen anyone win. So just one of those curious things that we wanted to point out. Also, and as an incentive, the company puts up a 100-ounce silver bar for ranking up to silver within 90 days, the rank of silver. Now, this is quite a prize. And Ed, we saw a few of these handed out in Salt Lake City, didn't we?
I think they said they gave out $100,000 worth.
Pretty close to 100,000.
Yeah,
Yes.
and so if that coin, if that bar is worth 3,200 or thereabouts, that would indicate that that's over 30 people that
Yeah.
qualified for silver within the first 90 days, and you know, I mean, it's not an easy achievement, but it was amazing how many people accomplished it.
It's doable.
So the observation, if you talk to people, they just rolled up their sleeves and just did it, and they did, you know, hey,
Yep.
you need to look at this talk. You need to look at this talk.
Exactly.
You know, it's
Exactly.
not like we're offering something that doesn't have value, right?
Quite an incentive.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I just want to recoup quickly, because I could go on, I mean, we could do an entire seminar on the member benefits here within 7K Metals, but as you see here, you know, I call this the Wheel of Fortune. Right up top, you'll see the Sound Money wallet that we introduced you to. That's a great member benefit. We have the Auto Saver program over on the right, number 2. We also have a 7K healthcare program for those who need a healthcare program. It's excellent. We also have dealer direct pricing, which we talked about briefly. We have 7K limited and rare coins. Now, these are what are delivered through what we call coin drops. Now, these are they're actually transmitted to us on a given date and time, and with a password. We're given plenty of notice and of course what is coming in those coin drops, so that you can, you know, scout it out for yourself to see if there's anything that, you know, tickles your fancy and you want to try and get. They sell out almost in, you know, minutes, if not a minute, some of these coins. So that it's quite an experience, and many of these rare coins are brought to us through the coin drops. Then, of course, we have tax advantages being in business for yourself. We also have, we're also partnered with a gold-backed IRA, so you can put your silver and gold into your retirement account. The 7K Advantage is you really truly just a member benefit that is accompanied with your Auto Saver. And this is an application for your phone that actually gives you over 800,000 ways to save. Now, we used it for travel. We used it in Salt Lake City to scout out some restaurants, and it was quite a helpful app, that's for sure. And then
Save on your consumers.
Yes, yes.
All that consuming out there.
We're consuming out there. And then number 9, we have residual income for a lifetime. This is, you know, this plays into your legacy, of course. And then number 10, e-commerce sales, where we have retail sales out of your website. And Ed, I think you wanted to comment on one.
Yeah, I'd like to comment a little bit more on number 9. It's important. Everybody that becomes a member, they decide whether they want to really build a business or not. You know, and it's okay if they don't, because and sometimes even if you do decide that you're going to build a business, build a team, life gets in the way. And so what's really neat about this, and this is probably the one thing that pushed me over the whole idea of doing this, is that if life gets in the way, or if you decide you don't want to build a team but you want to be a member, you're still going to make money, because you're accumulating a valuable set of coins. You're accumulating assets. And as you saw the value of the price that you're paying for some of these coins and how they're moving up, you know, a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, these coins are going to be higher, obviously, in my opinion, based upon supply and demand. And you're right out of the box, and most of these coins, they're just going up. So there's no extra cost to build a business. You know, if you build a business, great. If you don't want to build a business, we're all in this. It's, you know, at the same price. So,
Yep.
You know, so
Yep, exactly.
that's a good part.
So a couple questions for you. And ask yourself, how would it feel to know that you had control over your financial future? And how would your life be different if you had more time, more money to do what you love? And hopefully we haven't become so ingrained that we can't do a little dreaming once again. And it's a good thing to do. And it's certainly possible here. So those are good questions for you. And also some of the answers to the questions that we posed early on, of course, is it simple? Well, hopefully we demonstrated that. It's as simple as save, share, and earn, right? The just being able to save, converting your fiat currency into real sound money. Does it work? Well, hopefully we demonstrated that through some actual numbers that you saw there. Will I get assistance? And this is, again, we do not and we cannot advance ourselves without helping our teammates, team members gain within this compensation plan. And hopefully we've demonstrated that in our discussion of the compensation plan. And then, of course, can I do it? Well, I believe that the answer is a resounding yes, because see, we want to help you rank up to bank up to build your legacy. So here's your game plan. It's real simple. Become a professional inviter to this webinar. That's as simple as it can get. Times and links we make available for you. You can let us do the telling and sharing for you. We even tell your prospect to let you know which package they want to get started with. And then simply follow up with your prospect, help them get started, and then just teach them these 4 steps. So I know the question that keeps coming around in everyone's mind is, does it work? Does it work? Does it work? Well, I've got some examples here of some testimonials of people that are actual members that you want to hear from.
I'm Lottie Bronson. I'm from San Joaquin, Utah. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and 7K Metals was introduced to me just a couple months back. After it was introduced, literally just a couple days after that, my husband called me and said, Lottie, I have no idea how we're gonna pay rent. Like, we are out. And is there any way, like, what can we do? And I threw myself into 7K Metals. I decided to fully invest myself, and in a matter of 4 weeks, we brought in $5,000. And that was really exciting. It was life-changing.
So I've been in a lot of other network marketing companies, and my husband has always been kind of annoyed that we get all these products that we don't use and we don't care about. And one of the best things was that you can't really say you don't want gold and silver piling up on your shelf for 20 years. I'm definitely okay with that.
I'm a dreamer. One thing I found out about being a dreamer is that dreams are usually bigger than your budget. And so you're always looking for that extra $1,000, $2,000 to kind of bring that dream to become a reality. And a friend introduced me to 7K Metals, and because of the early success I've seen with 7K Metals, I'm able to bring a lot of those dreams that I put on the back burner, bring them back to the front burner, turn the flame back up, and dream again.
It's very rare to find a company that has a product that everybody wins. And in 7K Metals, we have a win-win-win scenario. And here's what I mean by that. Whether you're just collecting your assets of gold and silver on a weekly or monthly basis, or you're building a team, at the end of the day, you have a product that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's gonna always have value, and I love that.
Since I've been involved with 7K Metals, in the 8 weeks that I've been with the company, I have earned $7,000. That's made a huge difference for me.
What I love most about 7K Metals is the product. It is nice to get stuff that comes to your door on a monthly basis that's precious metals. Silver coins coming month after month is a whole lot better, in my opinion, than a lotion, a potion, or a pill. Something that's gonna expire or go rancid, and in 2 years you're gonna be kind of ticked off when you walk in that spare bedroom and see it piling up on your shelf. So I can't say enough about the program, but I also can't say enough about the product.
My husband and I, we've worked on other projects before where we've made a lot of money personally, but sometimes we've had challenges helping other people make money. And in this company already, 30 people that we've invited into this company have already made money in less than 8 weeks. I would just invite you to check it out. Check out 7K Metals. It is awesome.
So as the slide says, our solution beats the alternative. And you've heard some of these testimonials here with this guy on the left. A lot of these people that were actually stacking product in their back bedroom or their garage, what we call garage qualified. So which would you rather have? The guy on the left or be garage qualified on the right?
Let me think.
Pretty easy decision there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the question is, will you join us in our mission? So we tell you to get back to the person who introduced you, pick a membership package, and get started with us today. Now, before you go, we do have a bonus, and this is pretty important, actually a couple bonuses, but starts off with this bonus called 7 Steps to Freedom Guide. This is a step-by-step guide to creating total freedom in business and in life. It is 7 hours of top-notch video and instruction to actually help you launch your business. The good news here is you won't be paying these amounts that you see here on the screen. It's actually yours free for being part of our team. The 7 hours are actually delivered in bite-sized chunks, so you can actually take your time, go through it. But it is actually one of the best training programs that I've utilized for many things. I mean, just session 2 alone is worth what's worth those numbers that you see up there. So you'll have to get it to find out what session 2 is all about, but it's worth its weight in gold, so to speak. Anyway, Ed, you've gone through it, right?
Yeah, it's excellent, excellent stuff. So it's kind of neat that Victor is a teammate of ours. He's a mentor too, and he's put together a tremendous program that helps in all respects of business, in all respects. So it's applicable. So it's something that's worthwhile, and you really need to consider that. And then there's a couple other things that you're going to mention also too.
Yeah, in addition to that. So if you're not familiar with Vic, it's Vic Streishus. He is the owner of 4%. It's really basically a training company. There are some products that he has put out, but most importantly, he trains people to become affiliate marketers, network marketers. He's been at the top, actually #1 distributor in at least 2 companies that I know of. He's a master at putting together marketing programs, and Vic is offering and putting together an offer with 7K Metals that, since we are all on his team, we all get the benefit of utilizing it for ourselves. This is going to be a master funnel, and it will bring in and train people for 7K. So if you want to be part of 7K, there is no better place to be than here within our team and with Vic's team. And that this is getting rolled out. We should see it this week. He's already spent a good portion of last week. He said 4 days, at least 4 full days, on the structure of this, the master class that he's putting together. It's going to have a high value, but you and I and everyone on our team gets it for $0, free. Okay. So we'll have more information on that hopefully next week, next Tuesday for sure, if not before. So stay tuned with us on that. Okay. And then, of course, we have the income disclosure. This goes without saying. The earnings of associates in this income disclosure statement are not necessarily representative of income, if any, that 7K Metals associate can or will earn through their participation with this compensation plan. These figures should not be considered as guarantees or projections of any actual earnings or profits. Any representation or guarantee of earnings would be misleading. And success with 7K Metals results from successful sales efforts, which require hard work, diligence, and leadership. And I guess that's true of just about any business we go into, isn't it?
Yeah.
So your success is going to depend on how effectively you exercise these qualities. And if you're working with us, I think we'll give you a leg up. Okay. So with that said, Ed, do we have any questions that popped up?
No. Question for you. Very thorough tonight. That's
Okay.
good.
Very good. Thanks, everybody. Get back with the person who invited you, and hey, we'll see you next week.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.